Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 17 of this Let's Play Battle Brothers. This is the Army Without a State, and in the last episode we did kill a bunch of brigands. We did unfortunately lose Giselher, which is really annoying. It's both my spearmen now who are dead. But the rest of the crew is actually doing pretty well, and actually we have a couple of level ups. Don Bassos is level 5. And you're going to take some more archery skill. Your archery skill is actually pretty low. Fatigue and health, I think. And you have another perk, which is probably... oh man. Your range and maximum firing range of bows is increased by +1. I don't really use long range. I would really like to get some more crossbows for you. I've decided I much prefer crossbows to bows. With the way I used ranged weapons as basically a second line, short range killing system. Maybe I need to go to a weaponsmith and see if I can pick up some more light crossbows. Or some heavier ones if we find them. However, you could probably do with weapon switching, or even pathfinding. Where's quick hands? Quick hands for archers is probably a good one because it also allows you to reload. Quite an important ability. In fact, both of our archers leveled up that time, which is jolly good. No, that would be Wraithlord. Also level 5. More archery, so your archery skill is higher. And I think I'm also going to give you quick hands. There we are. Posnik I gave crossbow skill to. That makes sense. That does make sense. Okay, the next thing is we did get some new armour as well. And some new weaponry. Including an arming sword. Which I think does the same damage as the Falchion, doesn't it? 35 to 45. No. Arming sword does more. So we'll give you the arming sword. We'll give you the Falchion. And now all of us are upgraded. We could also give some flails out. And the thing I don't like as much about the flail is it does more damage to armour. Also doesn't do as much damage as reliably, but it does bend around shields. (25 to 55 damage). Ooh, we have some throwing weapons. 25 to 40, chance to hit 5%. Range 4 tiles, contains 4 shots. But a thrown weapon uses up 3 ammo from the ammo line at the top, I think. Right, the other thing is we have much better armor now. So we'll give 115 to Fenris. You're still on the 110, which means that Alpha Brain gets a 110. And also Chromium. There we go. You're on a 95, which is the best that we have so far. Meaning that you guys get better things. You're on a 90. These are all 90s. We're actually getting some pretty decent armor now, which is lovely. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give the kite shield to Alpha Brain. Although that is a massive decrease to fatigue, I've just noticed. Oh, it's only 6 more than a usual shield. That's why our front line struggles with fatigue. It's because their gear is so heavy. And it's only getting heavier. Like, how much fatigue do you actually have in a fight? 74. Compared to you with 76, compared to you with 70. Oh, you only have 58. You have 93. Chromium has quite a lot. Right, and then the other thing I can give are helmets. We have a couple with 140. Meaning that the 110s can go to these guys. Now, these helmets do reduce vision. which means less maximum range, and also I think it reduces ranged attack. Think. So no, I don't want to give you those. But we're going to need some more frontliners, for sure. Like, we have to. Our front line's getting rather thinned. However, we're in Dunkerwald. We have 2 grand. Those were just raiders. We lost a man for just raiders. It wasn't even a contract. Damn it! Right, Adloacht, off we go. I mean, yes, we got some decent gear out of it, but I'd much rather have Gissel here, actually. Because he was so much better than, like, everyone else in my group. Much higher base stats, much higher proficiencies and different weapons and things. Curses. Actually, the other thing I should be doing is making sure that these are getting repaired. For example, you and you. And probably you. Definitely the armour. This is a faction stronghold, so there won't be any missions for us there. You're a faction stronghold, you're a faction stronghold. Where are you? You have an actual castle. No, I don't think these are. They just have the hall. Alright, let's see what Rickstadt has for us, if anything. We have plenty of food, we still have quite a few tools, so I think we're all good. A tier 2 and a tier 3, I don't think I really want to do either of those. Wow, that flail is worth 300. Sell that and we have the 2 grand. Boom. Let's head over to Wallstadt and see if there's another tier 1. Although we have 2 grand that we can now spend on people. Once this is fired. There we go. No one likes a skinflint, least of all a group of wandering, bloodthirsty rabble motivated primarily by the love of coin. Not everyone, or more precisely no one, was thrilled when he suggested cutting back on spending to save up for a company standard. Once the army without a state standard is finally paid for and hoisted in the first time to proudly snap in the fresh dawn breeze, however, no one claims it wasn't worth it. The men are proud of their new standard, even tossing around a few names for it around the campfire, though none of them really stick. It's clear for everyone to see now that this is not some band of hired thugs. This is becoming a true mercenary company. Who should have the honour of carrying the standard? The company has gained renown. We spend a grand, and we gain a battle standard, and everyone is in better spirits. Men, these are our colours now. We are truly the Teutonic Order. Right, and we have the standard. Damage 50 to 70. Allies at a range of 4 tiles or less receive 10% of the resolve of the character holding the standard as a bonus up to a maximum of the standard bearer's resolve. So who of these two has the most resolve? 45, 46. So I think Fenris Wolf is going to get the honour of carrying the standard, although that is actually less damage. Can it hit 2 tiles? It does hit 2 tiles. And it only has the impale ability, but that's fine. So Fenris, you are now officially the standard bearer. Congratulations. I'm wondering if I actually want to put you in the centre or... No, I still like the idea that you're manoeuvrable. Although having the pikemen on the edges has worked really well. I mean, what we could do is this. But you tend to kind of get stuck there. So no, I'm not doing that. Slightly less efficient with the flag, but it still uses up to 4 away, so in fact that would cover everyone, right? Allies at a range of 4 tiles or less receive 10% of the resolve of the character holding the standard for a bonus. 10%, they all get 4.6 more resolve. So Fenris could do with adding more resolve. Does anyone have higher resolve than that? I think he's actually the highest. He is. Alright, Fenris is apparently the man. Alright, let's go to Wallstadt and see what we can get here. Although, I'm thinking that we kind of need to make our way up to Brummingborg again to see if we can hire more people. Although Wallstadt is also another fairly sizable town. We might be able to find some new hires here too. Alright, some level 2 things. There are a couple of people, yes. Otto the Conscript. Former militiaman, but he's bloody expensive. No, I don't think I want any of these people. I mean, I'd be tempted to get like a blacksmith or a tanner or something, because apparently they can make use of the trade goods that you carry around. Speaking of which, that is something we could be investing in. Note those dyes are more expensive than I am willing to pay. There are a couple of contracts here. We could definitely be doing those. Heater shield. Plus 20 melee defense. So yeah, it's the heaters that we really want, not so much kites. Yeah, kites are really good against ranged, but ranged is not our problem. Except against goblins. Goblins are definitely what did the range damage to us. Go to the tavern. Alright, let's pay for a room and see what they give us. The patrons nod approvingly. You know of, gosh, what's it called again? To the northwest, not far from here, on the plains. Can't for the life of me remember what we used to call it. Northwest, never eats readied, so it's up here this way, somewhere. Something should have been revealed over there somewhere, apparently. Alright, so Grubenheim is another relatively large town. Stalfest, however, or Stralfest is one of the biggest. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start making our way down that way. Let's head over to actually, what missions do you have here? 2 tier 2s. I would still feel most comfortable doing tier 1s, especially as we're down to 8 men now. I mean, yes, we're well armoured, people. But just having more swords in the line matters, especially in the front line. Alright, Grubenheim. Also have a level 2. A mason, butcher. An apprentice. Apprentices tend to be eager for knowledge and learn faster than others. Servants are often not used to hard physical labour. A miller, the apprentice. I'm tempted to get the apprentice. Ulrich, one enters the world always looking to be the best they can be, and it's no secret most look forward to the masters for help. Believing this to be true, Ulrich took up an apprenticeship in Grubenheim. He had soaked up all there was to learn, masonry, carpentry, blacksmithing, lovemaking. Now he turns his eyes to the martial arts. While he isn't exactly a warrior yet, Ulrich is a fast learner. You know what, you sound pretty decent to me. We'll get you. See what skills you have. You are melee defense, resolve, and fatigue. You have a lot of fatigue. You are not the best though. Actually, you have a pretty high melee attack for a level 1. I mean, Promium is level 5 and he's got 57. You'll do. So with a really high melee attack, we'll put you on the edge. We'll make you a spearman. We do have some decent gear to give you from the start. And daggers, though actually. We have a couple of people with knives still. Let's switch those out. And by a couple I mean one. I'll give you a knife. A knife. Right, and then in Grubenheim, let's sell this and this and this. We could potentially do with a bit more food, but I think we'll be alright. could probably get rid of the gambeson. We'll keep it for the moment, just in case. We could also sell the short swords. We'll sell that one. I mean, we have a spare falcon. You know what? We'll sell them both. Alright. The uncut gems are cheaper. Sure, we'll buy 2. We should still have enough for that. And then let's make our way to... somewhere with a relatively decent population. We're going to make our way all the way down to Starfest. And we'll do some quests down that end. See if we can improve relations with those towns. And also it's further away, so I'm hoping that prices for the gems will be increased. Although we could also go to Cornwall. Decent population. You come to an old man standing in the middle of the road, his body leaning against a walking stick. He's staring up at a road sign. He shakes his head. I know there is a sign here. I think Dunkerwald is that way, if I recall correctly. He turns to you, grinning. His eyes glint white, blinded by old age. A very nice, very expensive-looking jewelled ring glistened on one of his bony fingers. Travel safely, old man. I'm not going to rob an old man. A little too familiar to Odin for my liking. If only he had a wide-brimmed hat and only one eye. Then I would have been like, yeah, that's totally Odin. I'm not going to screw with him. He's known as the Wanderer for a reason. He's also the king of the Norse gods. You know what, we can do Wissendorf, and there might be a quest here, a tier 1, that we can do. There is indeed. Ambush trade route, so that's just going to be hunting down bandits, I think. A few peasants are roaming outside the halls of the room. You can hear the shouting. It is of a nervous tone. Knut the elder pours a drink and sips it with a shaking hand. I'll be clear with you, sellsword. We have seen many reports that brigands are about to attack this town. If you want to know, these reports come by way of a dead woman and children. Clearly, that we've no reason to doubt the seriousness of these reports. So the question is, will you protect us? What is Wissendorf prepared to pay for their safety? He jingles a bag of coins. This will be yours if you help me out with this. You are to receive 520 crowns when the contract is done. I want more than that. No, this is my final offer. Fine. Let's do it. So I guess we just hang out here? I guess so. Aha! The brigands are in sight. Prepare for battle and protect the town. To arms! Aha. Whoa, I see. I actually need to go and fight them. Your scout reports you've seen many brigand thugs. Thugs are the crappy guys. They're not even raiders. They won't have metal armor, I don't think. Nope. There are 7 of them, but there are 9 of us. And we're going to let you get closer to us. $520 for killing this motley crew. Interesting. They do move quite a lot more quickly than my guys, though. So let's go fortify. Fortify. Spear wall and fortify. Putting an axeman right there. Vroomf would have been amazing. But we're not going to do that. Move you up one, I think. Okay, let's start taking some shots, shall we? Boom. Missed me. Although actually these flails ignore shields, don't they? I think they do. Pickaxes just do more damage to armor. 48%. Another one down. Marvellous. You can wait until they close in. You may as well shoot him twice. Aww. Tiny bit of armour damage, but that's fine. I don't think I even need to be defensive about this, to be honest. We have the shield wall for these two. Let's move you up here. Ready to intercept them from behind when they inevitably start running. Moving to attack me there, that's a mistake, buddy. Ooh, you actually hit me. And stunned me. How could you? That's just not nice. Damn it. Move you to there. Shield wall and swing. No, 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 no. I do like their range. It's awesome. I never double checked what his negative traits were, did I? No, I did not. Let's go and use the dog, which we've never actually used. He's going to run. Dog's going to run in. Let's get a full surround on this guy. It's good. There we are. Simples! We took a grand total of 22 damage. No, 21 damage. Huzzah. And a whole bunch of stuff to sell. Nice. The fighting is over and the men idle in a welcome respite. Knut the Elder is waiting for you back in town. We head back to the town hall. You return to Knut the Elder, looking rightfully smug. Work's done. He nods, tipping a goblet of wine while not necessarily offering it. Yes, the town is eternally grateful for your help. They're also monetarily grateful. The man gestures towards a corner in the room. You see a satchel of crowns lying there. 520 crowns, just as we agreed. Thanks again, Sellsword. Payment for a hard day's... that was not a hard day's work. And I don't think I want any of these guys. No, I don't. We can, however, sell some of the junk that we just picked up. We might get better prices elsewhere. You know what? I'll hold on to them for now. We'll go to one of the bigger towns, like Grafenburg. Interesting mix of Dutch and German there. Grafenburg or Grafenburg. During camp, as the company takes a break, you decide to address the men. Brothers, I want everyone to know the army without a state are not just cutthroats and errand boys, but skilled fighters of the first order. Word of our deeds must spread so that merchants and noblemen are begging us to take their contracts. What do you tell the men the company will set out to do? We need to catch the eye of one of the noble houses for more profitable work. They play their own dangerous game, but what does it matter so long as the pay is good? I know the soles of your feet are itchy for their open world. We need to spread word about the company. Let us pay a visit to every settlement, far and wide. Let us set aside skirmishes for now and seek to defeat a group of at least a dozen opponents. This is how our name will be known throughout the land. Let us set out into the wilderness, discover the unknown and plunder it, be it a wizard's tomb, goblin camp, or aught else we may find. I don't particularly want to do the tomb, because that sounds hard. Doing one of the contracts for the noble houses is possible, but we still need to improve relations with the settlements. I think let's pay a visit to every settlement. Visit every town and fortification in the world. Okay. Does it say which ones we haven't been to? There's still some left to visit. Burgau, Lindegard, Kampwader, Straffes is there. Kampwader is there. Burgau. Haven't seen Burgau yet. Is that one up here? Burgau and Lidersgard. Alright, so it's the ones right at the top of the world and the ones right at the bottom of the world. Fantastic. But we've already visited most, so I thought that would be a fairly easy one. So long as we didn't need to visit them again, that is. The Red Legion. Okay. Hoffenburg does indeed have a lot of people. And a weaponsmith. Do you sell crossbows? You don't sell crossbows. Fantastic. And an armourer. Ooh. Wow, 300 armour. Blimey. And a heater shield as well. I mean, the prices aren't terrible, but I'm trying to save my money for more better stuff. Also, how much are my gems worth here? 604. They're definitely increasing in value now the further we go. And you don't have any... Oh, hello! Hello! 600 for the crossbow. 50% damage ignores armour, but that is probably quite significantly more damage than Poznik's doing at the moment. So we could probably do with it. But we also need people. No, I'm going to hire people. We need to get them as soon as we can so we can start training them up. Ferdinand's a level 3. Sigurd. A squire. You're too expensive for me right now. Vander is a witch hunter. Witch hunters tend to have some martial experience and their resolve often remains unbroken even in the event of unspeakable horror. Squires usually receive some training in warfare and often have a high resolve to excel in what they do. I'm tempted by Sigurd. 1,400. I mean, we can raise that. Just sell some of our gems. And I guess some pelts? It's 1,400, right? For old Sigurd, it is indeed. Higher. Alright, so we're up to 12 men again. Let's have a look at Sigurd. Oh, and also newbie. You are loyal. I'm with you. This character is loyal to the end and much less likely to leave you even if you have run out of crowns and provisions. He was a pretty decent find. Alright, Sigurd. Does indeed start with higher stats than the others. Actually quite significantly higher. He's kind of similar to Ulrich. Oh, I need to change your name to the Untested. And Sigurd is also the Untested. Sigurd is a pessimist. -5 resolve at negative morale breaks. Good morale fades away faster. And you come with a boar spear, which is good because you are the other spearman. And we don't have one of the crazy coloured shields for you. That's unfortunate. You are currently wearing 80% armour. I can give you a 90. And also a 105 helmet. And everything else you are using, I'll give you a knife. Like so. Alright, so I think that we are now in a position where we could, theoretically, undertake level 2 contracts again. And we're probably going to need to, because we have basically no money left. So, let's go to Kampweder, which is not a fortified... No, it's not a castle. Stalfest is, and I reckon it's probably going to have some of the most... In fact, we're going to go to Stalfest, and we're going to see if we can sell the gems there for a decent price. And then we'll probably head over to Kampwader. What just happened? Why did that just go... Ding? I don't know. Alright. Stalfest. Everything is shut. It has a buyer here. So buyers would be selling crossbows. Probably. In fact, let's camp for a time. Until dawn. Which is now. Baldemar, sorry, a caravan had. Another apprentice. I was quite impressed with our previous apprentice. Sir Balon, an adventurous noble. Sir Liberecht, another adventurous noble. So those two are probably like amazing skills. Torvald, another squire, 960. Which is not beyond us. A brawler. Brawlers are unmatched in unarmed combat, and physical exercise tends to leave them in good shape. And the real question is, how much can I sell my gems for? 663. Marvellous. Worth it. And you are selling crossbows for a frankly extortionate amount. So this is a very good place to sell stuff. Not so good for buying, though. But we once again have enough money to actually do stuff. Let's have a look at the Fletcher, just because I'm curious to see how much the crossbows here are. Light crossbows 400. We would also need to buy some bolts, but that can be arranged. Heavy crossbows, 50 to 70 damage. 5,000 cost. I mean, we could theoretically buy another light crossbow. We would need to get a light crossbow and some bolts, which would put us back, what, 500 and something. Leaves us a little bit too short on change for my liking. But then again, they're only worth 300. No, we can get a better deal than that. And there is also a training hall here. So Stolfest is definitely the biggest city in, like, this, probably this entire continent. So let's make our way over to Kompwada. Is that another one I haven't visited? Yes, it is. So that's the two places I've never visited, now being visited. Also, this place will have a lot of amber. Have I really not been here before? I feel like I have. And we will need to pick up some more food, because we are basically out. It's ticking down rather quickly. And they have a load of contracts here. Excellent. So, first things first. Worth 260 and you're selling them for 520. That's a pathetic price. Oh man, the prices here are atrocious. Probably because they're, yeah, disappearing villages and ambush trade routes. So, I think we're probably going to have to do one of these contracts. We just need to hope that we do it in like half a day. We can afford to buy food. I just don't really want to do it because it's 3 times the cost it should be. Alright, what you got for me? On off the Burgermeister's looking out of his window when you find him. There's a goblet in his hand. There's nothing but silence outside. He turns to you, almost somber. When you came here, did you realise how quiet it was? You remark that you did, but that you're a sellsword who looks the part. It's just that you're accustomed. It's just what you are accustomed to. On off the Burgermeister nods and takes a drink. Ah, of course. Unfortunately, it isn't that people are afraid of you. Not this time. We have had people being attacked these past weeks. Beasts of some sort are on the loose. We know not where they are, but only who they take. We've pleaded with our lord, of course, but he has done nothing to help us. His next streak is a long one, and when he finishes, he turns to you, empty cup in hand. Would you go hunt these monsters down? Please, sellsword, help us. Alright, how much are you going to give me? Very well. This is what I am prepared to offer you. It's 80 crowns in advance, and another 320 when the job is done. I want more when the work is done, and if you say 400 I'm going to be annoyed. Sure, I understand. You'll get 430 crowns when the contract is done. Alright then. Hunt down what terrorizes Kompwada. It is something bestial. It is 5 direwolves. I can do 5 direwolves. Can I change my composition? It would be nice if you had a dialogue there to change your layout. So I would have liked to have put my 2 end men on spear wall. Also, you're using a spear, not a boar spear. That's a mistake. Oh well. That was a pathetic shot. Oh, come on, guys. You can do better than this. You can definitely do better than that. Spear wall. Alright, so we've got our 2 spear wolves, which against dire wolves are usually pretty... What was I just saying? Clearly not as effective as I was hoping. You're getting attacked pretty hard. Well, bugger. There we go. Man, didn't hit a single person. Curses. Thankfully the spear wall held. That was better. Right, now we're chewing through them. We've already used up all of their stamina. Whoopsie! Ow. Ow. Don't die. That would be bad. Alright, good. Like, just getting through the armour is fine. I can repair the armour. I just don't want you dying. Because that would suck. 80% chance, 69. We'll shoot him. Reload. Come on, guys, you can do better than this. You can definitely do better than this. Except he's running, I shouldn't have been attacking him. Mistake! There we go. That's better. Now he's fleeing as well. So these two are fleeing, which means it's you that I need to wail on. Nice. And that was without any defences up. Let's move you around here. Move you over there. Oh, I could have shot him. Never mind. There we go. Everyone's fleeing now. Boom! That's the way. I like it. I think we got this. Run them down. Make sure we get them with the dog. I'm bemused by the fact he's not actually running away. So I'm not getting my special attacks against them. We took... Oh, we did take some damage. We took 80 damage total. Which is... It's alright, actually. Good. Having killed the foul creatures, you begin skinning and scalping them. Gruesome creatures require gruesome evidence. Your employer, Arnulf the Burgermeister, might not believe the work here otherwise. Let's be done with this. We have crowns to collect. Yes, we do. And this episode has gone over massively, so I'm going to read this bit out and then we're going to call it. Arnulf the Burgermeister welcomes you with a return of... Arnulf the Burgermeister welcomes your return with a goblet of wine. Drink up, beast slayer. You're curious as to how he already knows your success. He waves you off. He waves off your curiosity. I have my hands and ears in this land. Not spies, of course, but the common folk has a big mouth. I should know. I am one. You did well on this one, sellsword, so have a sip. It's mighty fine wine. It's all right. The reward of 430 crowns you walk out is far better, though. Arnulf the Burgermeister stops you. Just so you know, mercenary, those beasts killed some good men and women out there. Those people might be scared of you, being the sellsword you are, but they are eternally grateful, all the same. You wear the crowns. Quite grateful, yes. A successful hunt. Alright, and then with that I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you are enjoying this and you wish to see your name in the game, then do let me know in the comments below. And if you are enjoying this, then hit that like button. If you have any tips or advice for me, let me know in the comments. And if you wish to support the channel further, check out the Patreon. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.